Hi, my name is Raliat.
And hi, my name is Hamda. Welcome to this chaotic podcast that's camouflaging as lifestyle content, but is actually gbeborun.
Welcome to Oversharing and Banter.
Hi guys, good morning. How are people doing today? Good anything that you are in, wherever you are. Good morning, good night, good evening. Welcome to episode 4 of Oversharing and Banter. For you guys that you guys that have been watching our videos, liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, and following us on our Instagram page. Thank you. We appreciate.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
This is another episode. How are you, my guy?
Yes.
First, I'm going to off you guys because I can't see shit.
I don't know what
I was doing fine, girl, but you know, in this life, I
Pick
pursue
your
a
battles.
How are you?
Alright, I'm good. How are you doing? How was your week?
It was okay. A bit stressful, work choke, but you know, we move.
Yeah, same.
Not just work, you just in this life when you are doing too many things, you won't be able to. You always be tired, but we move. Let me increase my voice and my tempo. I'm sounding very exhausted.
We move.
Yeah. What did you do this week?
Nothing too serious.
Anything up on site? Any drama?
No, not much. This week was slow. Took it easy.
We finished piling.
We finished piling since.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we're like
what level are you guys at now?
As filming this video, we're already on the ground floor slab.
Shell. How many floors are you guys going? I should come and see your site. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
It was the one at I can't remember.
The one at Bishop Street.
Mommy side that I went on. I saw it. I've only been to Bishop once. So I don't know where you guys are at. Well done.
If you're looking for, I don't know. Pushing things.
Best yards.
If you want to buy a house, please tell us.
She'll plug you. What was I going to say? Yeah, now let's do what's why.
Okay, so yeah, what's the worst thing that happened to you this week? I don't know about
No dear, I shall not be addressing issues that pain my heart. Worst thing that happened.
What's the worst thing that happened to you this week?
Yeah, fool, cause now that's what's in my head. But anyway, my cat died, and that's what we are going to leave it at. Yeah, okay. Can we move on to
how do
yours?
you feel?
Again, I don't address pain. I sweep it under the carpet and
You guys,
act
you
like
know that
it
she didn't tell us. She didn't tell me.
Because that's how I deal with my shit now. Like, when feelings are overwhelming, I want to handle it by myself. When I feel like I'm good enough to talk about it with people, then I can tell you. That's how I do stuff. Maybe not the best way. It's just everything is. It's a coping mechanism, right? But yeah, Corey has gone to cat heaven, and we're still on earth. That's the end. So alaikum salam. That's the worst thing that happened to me.
What's the worst thing that happened to you?
There's someone in my DM that always tells me that whenever I break up with my boyfriend, I should come be there.
Wow.
So he was a bit more explicit.
He said whenever. It's not say if. He said when.
Bruh, I'm
ever.
just like, please, sir.
Like to say that we know who has the wildest.
I get the energy, right? It's like his big dick energy. What? Right? I'm in love, so we move. But
Like,
that's the wildest thing.
If you are not in a relationship, do you think you get with that guy?
No, because it's not my type.
Why is it not your type? What's your type? Maybe,
I like quirky people. I'm a creative people junkie.
So he's not creative.
Not in the creative way that I like.
You're confused.
I also like skinny men. He's not the skinniest one. So please cut this part out.
I'm
Don't
not
give up body
That's
shaming.
why we're oversharing and battery.
See, it's just preferences, Jerry.
Yeah,
I like
it's
certain
fine,
things.
it's fine. You like what
It's
you
like
like.
I would recommend him to somebody who likes that kind of person. He's a solid
You like
person.
what you like.
Yeah, but I like what I like.
Okay.
How about you?
Wildest thing. That one is PG. PG like 21.
It's
It's like me and my husband.
Eh? We're cutting that part out.
We're not.
Hey, ma'am, we don't want to hear about your nasty. What? No, I want to veer into another topic, but you know what? I shall not.
What's the topic?
I don't want to scare people, please. Just tell me what's the best thing that happened, please.
Wait, but like tell me so like Tell me, so if I need to write, if you need to like make it
I'm
another
never
topic.
talking about it on this talk. This channel.
You guys, we named it oversharing. I don't know why she doesn't want to overshare.
Because it's nasty.
Yeah.
And also, bro, please, like my sister, I'm scared.
What?
I have to be like, I need to wash my brain.
Anywho.
Oh yeah, best thing.
Yeah, best. What's the best thing that happened to you this week?
Best thing that happened to me this week. Let me think. Best. I don't know. Maybe I got like 2 side gigs, right, for Lagos. So influencer money is coming in, but I don't know if it's the best. I don't know, this week was just there. It was meh. It was made again, curry, right? So
Yeah.
I don't know, just... Yeah, so do you want to tell us what's the first thing?
The best thing, you always forget. She always
I'm
forgets about
sorry,
the best thing that happens to me. You don't want best thing to happen to you. You don't want it.
What's the best thing that happened to you, my love?
So it was a slow week. So I think that's, yeah. I did like some self-care.
Oh really? What did you do?
Some self-care. I went to see Barry. I got facials.
And I'll be talking to me. So you're doing solo date stuff?
That's why it's called solo. So solo.
I will just
I'm
going to put it inside your pali. We'll come back to that.
You guys, you know how she told me in the last episode she was going to take me out? She still hasn't though.
Mom,
We're in a new week.
Mom, I think my salary should enter.
Was you said next week, and this is not salary week now. So today's topic is men should be in the kitchen.
The way they will drag us on Instagram and on YouTube.
Men should be in the kitchen.
Men are going to be all up in our comment section.
Yeah.
Talking about kilo shawarma kekere. But we move. So technically today we're going to be addressing gender roles and social conditioning and just, you know, the difference in gender roles and our perspectives on that.
Yeah, I guess society's views on roles and how they apply, or if they even apply to like everyday lives of people. Okay, so let me ask a question. Do you have like memories of... Okay, so obviously, I think I should start first. So obviously in my house, first of all, we have 4 girls, right? And I have 1 brother. So before the brother came, like I had 1 sister that her job was to ungen. She was like the rough sister, the Jagaban Stadira. And then I had 2 sisters that their job was to wash the tank. You know that moment when water in the tank starts to remove green like Sparageria? Yeah. She hates that thing. So we used to wash the tank like every 2 weeks. And their job was literally to do that. So I will say we didn't really have gender roles in my house. Of course, there was the occasional, is this why you tend to be in your husband's house? Mm-hmm. Come and join me in the kitchen kind of conversation. Mm-hmm. But I didn't know of... I wasn't really conditioned to gender roles. To think that okay, this was because I'm a woman that I should do X or I should do Y. Yeah. Until maybe I entered secondary school. Yeah, and I don't really know when the shift happened, but like childhood all up till like maybe JS3, it not clicked that okay, women are supposed to. Maybe also just watching like Nollywood movies. Yeah, maybe we had 2 completely different like childhoods. Because I was the only girl, and before the last boy came, there was 1 brother, you know, older than me, and then me, and then my younger brother. And my mom would say, as the woman, you should do this. Okay, for instance, I used to love to wash cars. I would want to go to the front of the house and wash the cars with my brothers. But my mother would call me and say, that is not your job. You're not a man. Get inside and be in the kitchen, yada yada yada. And even though later on I think she was too late, she would want to force my brothers to maybe be in the kitchen, but we didn't grow up like that, so you just never over it. Yeah, right? They were over it. It was hard to train them at that point. Every single time. There was one time she I think the last time she said that to me when I changed it for her, she didn't say it to him. Mm-hmm. She said, so I had taken food to serve my dad, and it was swallow. So I took the food first and was going to take the wash hand, like where he washed his hand, the bowl. Yeah. And I was supposed to take the bowl first before the food. Because yeah. And then she was just like, is this how I'm going to treat my father-in-law? Something. And I was just like, I have a life too. I'm a human being too. I'm not supposed to be my life is not supposed to revolve around serving every other person.
From that, she did not
father
that day.
Yeah, my father was there. I said that if she says that again, I'm going to leave this house for them.
What did your daddy say?
That was just
awkward. I don't want to be here.
I don't want to be in this house.
How did I get dragged into this conversation?
I changed it that day. I was like, I'm a human being too, and you're not even going to say that. Is this how I want to serve myself? Everything is about.
It's very wild. It's very wild. I think another thing that might have like sort of, I don't know if it helped or shifted my own, like, okay, when I now finally knew about gender roles and like made me rebellious, is because I remember my mommy always telling me, oh, you can do whatever you want, you don't have to fit in a box. And then there's one thing she particularly used to say: don't ever let a man tell you that you should not walk. Oh, don't be a liability. And like, even as young as when I was like 6, I already knew that.
Yeah.
Obviously not fuck men, but like it was like, I can do whatever I want. Like my life is for me. So it was just like that constant repetition from my mom that made me a goat that I am today. And I don't mean like a goat, like Aaron, like stubborn person, and I'm going to do whatever it is I want to do.
Yeah.
But yeah. So what was your? So if I talk about, obviously there's the whole women should be in the kitchen. Mm-hmm. Women should.
No, but then even as my mom would say, women should be in the kitchen. She would also say that have your own money. She would also say have your.
They now want you to do everything.
Yes.
But
like, I mean, we grew up with like people helping around the house.
Yeah.
So I think, my mom was also like pro that, pro having a
like
outsourcing like activities.
Maybe not also. Okay, when we were younger, we used to have like living maids, yeah. But at some point, I think once we just hit a certain age, my mother said everybody should be going, and that's when I realized that, oh my goodness, in this life you have chores. I remember my chore was when I was like 6. My chore was to empty the trash and clean the furniture. If my mommy wakes up and there's one speck of dust on one table, I'm going to get it. When I was 6, I had 2 major chores. I had to clean the electronic furniture, and I also had to take out the trash. And I was just like, why? But I thought people were helping us to do these things before. So it was my first introduction to having a chore and being responsible. But even at that point, in my head, it was not a gender. It was just everybody in this life has responsibilities, right? We're rotating, doing the dishes. So it was like, we're in this house, we're all trying to make it work. Everybody has a role to play, and if you don't do your own, I'm going to cast you to mommy. But yeah, that's how it was in my house. I just followed my mommy to these things, these conferences where they used to do. It's now that I'm older that I'm like, oh, it was like a feminist type thing, right? But you literally go there and they're like, oh, girls should do tech stuff, girls should learn yada yada yada. You don't have to do XXX. There's also like a gender-based violence part where you could come and say if something was wrong at home or whatever. I don't know why my mom was introducing me to that stuff because I was very young, but yeah, I knew about stuff. They'll tell us about rape and how like you should always make noise. Maybe that's why now any small thing, I'm just like, don't touch me. But yeah, that was my first introduction to it, and then I started to see that, okay, in society, women are expected to do XXX, but you don't have to do it if you don't want to do it, and there's just ways to handle situations that don't serve you best. So yeah, I'll say that was my own introduction to gender roles. When it comes to gender roles, right? I think we should flip it, because obviously we're women, that's our reality. We have our own experiences. But do you feel like, the way now, okay, as a woman, you're expected to XXXX. What are the things that men are expected to do? Obviously, we know it, but do you think that men struggle as much as women struggle?
Definitely. I don't even think I was aware of it earlier on.
When do you think you were aware of it? Do you think it was like when you were older, when you're like what age range?
Older.
What age?
Maybe from like 23.
And of course, men be hiding their shit.
Yeah.
I thought I was the only one.
The thing is that society expects men to just suck it up.
Yeah.
And just deal with it. and not talk about the problems that they face.
Right?
Yeah.
Men are going through a lot. It was me too.
Yeah.
It was when I was like older and I started having like male friends that I was like, men are seeing shit in this life.
They're expected to, except if you have a partner or your family is big or
A double income household, is that what you're saying?
yes, double income household.
Yeah.
So, but most of the time, it's the men that provide.
But maybe that's when you break out of the social condition that they've conditioned you since when you're small. That as a man, you must provide, you must pay house rent. Yeah, responsible for paying for your children's school fees.
What do you think about men that want double income households, but they also just want the women to do what the women are supposed to do?
Boring work,
because if you are going by society, the man is supposed to provide and the man is supposed to take care of the house. But if the man is bringing and the woman is bringing and the woman is the only one doing the chores,
I feel like men like that are wicked and they don't have empathy. Cause okay, we're in the era of remote work, right? All of us we wake up by 7, do our normal brushing tea, whatever, probably try to have breakfast, and then we start working by 8. We're on our laptops from 8 to 5, 2 of us. But somehow, between maybe me, I probably have to wake up earlier because I need to bathe the kids, make sure they go to school, pack their lunch boxes. You're probably still sleeping, right? But we wake up by 8, we walk. 5 o'clock as snack. Then I'm not supposed to stand up and do meal prepping, cook dinner. Instead of this one, you can still come and ask me for lunch. I'll change it for you. I feel like it's just mean. I don't know, like, we're in 2023, right? People are more aware of how difficult these things have been for women, and I think I like to assume that men, or at least the men that are within our space, are more open to more flexibility in their relationships. Like, life is not hard, right? If both of you are working and you're working same hours and everybody's exhausted, you can always outsource. If you don't want to outsource, maybe outsourcing is just not a thing, because there are people that they cannot trust somebody else to cook their food.
Yeah.
Or they do not eat outside. Then both of you should work on Sunday, Saturday, go and shop, cook together, meal prep, batch cook, microwave your food 3 weeks. Voila for you if it's that you don't know how to eat microwave food, because that was another problem entirely. Because that means that now both of you have to wake up early every day and cook. That can be me. I'm even too lazy for that life. Now you know that's okay. Yes, everybody is woke now and we're all feminists and we hate the patriarchy and we are fighting against misogyny and what's not.
Yeah.
But deep down, there are certain things that I have not been able to break away from.
As a woman? Or
as a Yoruba girl.
Yeah.
So, for instance, now there's the whole, who should pay on the first date? There is who should pay house rent, who should pay for the children's fees, who carries the burden of who carries the majority of the financial burden of the family.
Yeah.
By default, I'm still like, uncle, it's your responsibility, don't stress me.
Yeah.
But there's also the side of me that is like, oh no, I understand that you have a lot that you're handling and I feel like I should help out. But trust me, it's not 50-50. There's still a part of me that's still like, uncle, 60-40. Yeah, man. But I don't know.
But then, as you are like that, is there a part of you that also says that if the guy should say, I'm hungry, you're expected to just jump up and, cook?
So the reality of my life, I don't even cook for myself.
No, I'm just saying, if
I'm not even going to lie. There's a part of me that still sort of feels like, okay, if for instance, all of us were at home and I'm there, the mother is there, my mommy is there, and she says, Ibin Pami, naturally, I just feel like it's my responsibility to go and do it, because I don't know.
Who's the mother? The mother is her brother.
But the mother is my brother. The mother also cooks, but like by default at the back of my head, I might not fight it though and do a video and say them like, no, that mommy says she's hungry. But that one is also, the whole changing thing and just fighting the system. Okay, so now that we're all adults, we're grown. We're not grown. Make I say identify as a child sometimes. But anyway, now that we're all like, we have a different outlook on these things. How, like, what do you think the best approach to it is? Like, if you were to take a look at it, how would you address it? How would you like deal with it in your own personal life?
My own personal life, and maybe even bringing up my children. Roles are not going to be gender based, because I mean cooking and eating is it's not only women that eat.
Yeah, everybody eats,
It's
right?
it's a life skill. It's just like you should learn how to swim. I don't. As Nigerians, we don't know how to swim. I'm
Of course,
learning
it
now.
shade me. I cannot swim, but okay, carry on.
But like it's just a life skill. What if you're alone? What if you don't have a wife yet, or a sister, or a mom in your space?
Do you know what thing I've realized? Men will buy food with their money when they are like single and doing like the whole bachelor thing. They would always buy food, but the moment they marry,
they expect that.
it now just seems like, why would I buy food?
Buy food.
Because my wife exists. But I'm like, you've been buying food since you were in Unilag. you did BSc, you did masters. When you started working for your first, like, you've been buying food
Yes.
through your adulthood, but now
Buying
you want to
food
kiss
is a
somebody's
taboo.
daughter because you just feel like she exists to
At the
feed
end
you.
of the day, like we always just say, it just depends on how you and your partner sees things.
It also depends on your upbringing, Sha, and trying to
Yeah, like I was saying, so, raising the next generation to know that because somebody isn't okay. So let's even talk about the financial responsibility, because that's like men are always like, I'm bringing in the money, so why can't you like?
Yeah, it's always like when you go like, I don't want to cook or come and help me.
Exactly.
They are always like,
But I am.
No, it's like they now try to play on your mind and say, Shebi you. No, they'll say, Shebi, me I can come and cook, or I'll sit down at home and do everything, but you shall start paying rent.
Really?
Yeah.
You know how I say cooking should be a life skill and everybody should know how to cook. At the same time, I feel like everybody is very tricky, because when you say that you should be financially responsible for yourself, when it now comes to you and your partner coming together, there has to be some level of you're bringing this, you're bringing that.
I believe you guys should, like, people should have like, well, partners, people in whatever kind of relationship dynamic you have. Like, if you want to have a life together, if you plan on living together, being married or whatever, just have like one joint account. I'm not saying put all your money in that joint account though. I'm saying we have this account, depending on how much everybody is earning.
A percentage of it.
Yeah, a percentage of your earnings we are putting in this account, and it is going towards our life. So if you
savings,
need to buy fuel, if you need to, someone is sick, just the household keeping it together, house rent, we are saving it there. I think it just makes everybody's life easy.
What do you now say about women that don't earn? They're full housewives, but maybe some days they're like, I can't cook. Like, can we order?
My instinct is to say that first of all, I can't find work because anything can happen any fucking time.
But you know, there's some people that just want to be housewives.
I'm not. Is that thing where you're like, anybody that wants to eat should cook? Like, you should be responsible for yourself as an adult. That's how I feel about it. Like,
about finances.
Yes, because anything can actually happen. What if something happens to your partner tomorrow and they cannot work? You now just be there. You don't have any skills. Now you're in your late 40s. You've not worked all through your life. What are you going to do? Right? That's like, I'm of the opinion that even if it's like you had a business, like, have something so that you can save. Like, so just think about like, that's emergency funds for your life. Yeah, spend a man's money. Who does not like to spend somebody else's money aside from their own, right? But also have your own. But for your question, Omo, I don't know, because in this life, next thing they'll come and start asking, what do you bring to the table? Life is not hard. Again, I think what I would say is have a, like, when you are looking for partners, when you are getting into romantic relationships, right? Just find somebody that understands who you are. You people are aligned. Don't go and marry somebody that will tell you that you're not working, but you can never not feel like cooking. These things is nothing is straight, right? It's not straight line. We're all just trying to help each other and live life to the fullest.
There's no straight.
There's no hard and fast rule.
Yes, to it.
You know that me, single, next gender role, and married gender is not the same to me. The only place I probably feel some gender is if I go home. I'm not plenty now. It's just me, my mommy, my daddy. My brother will go to school, right? So I don't feel it because I live by myself. I can do whatever I like. But how do you approach, like, I think my first question is, what's the dynamics of gender role in your own like house?
My
In your house, and how do you approach that? How do you guys basically? How do you manage it? How both of you like?
At the end of the day, like you said, you have to understand your partner.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, for cooking, some days I'm like all up in my chef she. Can I say chef she? Stirring the yada yada yada. And some days I'm just like tired and exhausted from work, and I don't want to cook. I don't want to be in the kitchen. I don't want to stand for hours, and we get food. And some random days, he goes into the kitchen and he cooks. And even though I'm just always looking at him on those days, he's always like, "Don't you know I can cook? Don't you know I'm a chef?" And all of that. But like, we understand that life happens.
Yeah.
For instance, we outsource cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
We outsource laundry. We know that, okay, we're trying to build our businesses and do our work and all of that. So
everybody's just helping the other person out, right?
but financially,
he's your sugar daddy.
he's my sugar daddy.
Love it.
So yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh, me, I'm looking for a chef husband, somebody that likes cooking, because that thing is just a struggle. I think my problem with cooking is the inputs and the outcomes. It's not balanced. Like the amount of work, the amount of I can literally have to
except if you meal prep. Like that's
with
time.
time.
I actually don't like cooking
A lot of
food from Monday to Sunday. I don't know how to do it.
My sister, me, I'm sure lazy. That's the thing, and I'll just rather not do it, because that's 3 hours that I'll use to cook jollof rice and fried chicken. That's 3 hours from my work time.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe somebody has told me before that I focus too much on work in life, but I'm like, work is making me money. Cooking is not making me money. In fact, cooking is taken out of my body. So it's like, what is the best use of my time? That's how I view cooking. I don't think cooking is the best use of my time.
I don't think it's the best use of anybody's time, except if you genuinely love cooking.
Then of course that's like your thing, right? But I don't love cooking. I would rather
then,
not.
You know that sometimes cooking saves
money. Like now, I have one friend. Her husband is a chef. Like
wow.
even though she still cooks, but he just comes home with crazy shit.
Like he's a chef,
he's
like work.
That's literally what he does. He comes home with he comes and he bakes stuff. He creates new recipes. There's always food in their house.
That's nice.
Me, I don't want to be cooking at all. That's my own aesthetic. I don't want to be, or just someone who is very, very open to outsourcing. Like in the end, I just want to do stuff that I want to do with my time. I want to work and then I want to chill. Those are like my 2 key things for living. Work and enjoy. I don't want to be doing manual labor.
Because make a big deal of food and then food is done in like 10 minutes. You're done eating the food.
Yeah. Funny enough, I don't mind cleaning. Like I actually enjoy cleaning. It's therapeutic for me. As long as I'm jamming music, I can clean the house.
Yeah.
Like,
but it's just once in a while.
I don't mind
that I do that.
Once in a while, I'm cleaning every day.
Some people do be cleaning every day.
I don't have children. My house is not dirty every day. Why am I cleaning every day? Clean once a week and move on with the rest of you. Maintain through the week. Do you think gender roles are reversible with the state of things now? There's no one that you tell to cook. And then there's me, you're a bad woman.
People...
Hi, baby. Sorry, I got your message.
I was saying that some people are actually open to it.
And that one is some people now. You were saying that
some men want to be stay-at-home dads.
You were asking me that what do you think? I said I can't marry a stay-at-home dad. Again, I mean, Yoruba girl, I will never take you seriously. That's the truth. Like, what are you doing with your life? So only me should be working. You not exist. You see,
you're taking care of the children, you're cleaning, and you're being.
My dear, go and work. We'll pay someone to take care of the children. Me,
you don't believe in having a stay-at-home partner.
No. God, I'll see every time I see you. It might be sweet the first couple of weeks. Mama, if your aim in life is to be a stay-at-home dad, sonkuro leg baby, don't toast me. I don't want to see my DMs. That's not the one that we're doing.
What's it like a sugar mommy?
Then that one, the relationship dynamics are shifted now. It's not romantic. Except me can transcend, but it's more like you're providing me with money and you're giving me pleasure. It's an
No,
extra.
not just even those places where you're at home, you're staying at home and taking care of things, and you're the woman.
You're not a sugar mommy again. That one you have turned to living maid and paying you for your work. I mean, you're not a sugar baby again. I don't know, Sha. Sha just know that Ola do you before you're Omo can't be me. I'm not even sorry. It's just I'll just never take you seriously. That's just it.
You guys comment below if you want your partner to be a stay-at-home dad,
or if you wouldn't mind your partner. Because me, I mind.
And as a man, if you have a partner that is a stay-at-home partner, do you see?
Men will lie because of patriarchy. They will say they don't see it, but they always change eventually.
Yeah,
they won't rate you. They won't.
Not that they won't. They might rate you, but they won't. You won't have value
now.
As much value.
I can't even live my life like that. So if I don't want to, like that means like you literally have no money to your name. So I cannot stand up and say, fellow J waffles. I'll still come and ask daddy, no, that's my way to live. It's not right. My ancestors are going to roll in their graves.
I'd be a stay-at-home dad though. Like if my wife is earning like 2 billion, I'm like, cook, clean, just earn millions, cook, clean. Just, like why not? Who doesn't want to be pampered?
It's the way, like, even me that always banter and say I'm looking for sugar daddy. Aram, you need ballet. Like, I won't feel content with myself. I won't feel fulfilled. Like, if I just exist and spend somebody else's money.
So you're not thinking of anything, you're not thinking of any dream, you're not bettering yourself, you're not doing anything.
I need to do something to feel like.
I don't think that there's people that cannot not do anything.
I'm one of those people.
Yeah, I think I'm one of those people too.
I can't, even if I have like a partner that is all sugar daddy-esque, I might just start doing like my hobbies. I might not be like working for money. The way like I'm hustling for money right now. Like it might just be I'm doing something, it's bringing in money, but it's soft like. But when me nishen koko ori yami ko.
You can just be in the house and go back to sleep.
Again, you never say never. Never know the sweet life till you tasted it. But I don't know. I don't think that can be me. Yeah.
But do you now then think it's because you've been conditioned to, like, why can't you let go?
It's conditioning. My mother told me that you suffer as a woman if you let a man to have control over your life. So I will never let a man have control over my life in that way. I reject
control
it.
How?
It's power dynamics. The person who earns more has more opinion over stuff. Like now, if you're living in a household where daddy no more, mommy does nothing, mommy does not have say on certain things, you cannot come and say, oh, we want to go and chill at Marriott today. Where's the money coming from? If he says no, it is no. You can't do anything. I can't live my life like that. Like, I won't be able to chill. I also want to be able to spoil my baby, right? Like, if I actually love you, I want to pay you some days, take care of you. So it's just like you just exist, and every financial decision, you don't have the mouth to make it because you're not the one bringing the money. You cannot say, oh, we want to change car. From where?
Yeah.
Which cupboard did you bring to change it? And I don't necessarily blame the men too, because in the end it is their money, and if they're really doing the whole budgeting thing and they're being responsible men, there are certain things that you cannot prioritize. Oh, auntie, we're not doing it, it's not near. But I don't want to be in that situation where all my life, all my finances is dependent on one
somebody.
Person.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, if in a situation where the woman earns more than the man, do you still think that the financial burden falls on him or should fall on him?
If the woman earns more than the man, someone is earning 1M, someone is earning 300k.
Yes.
That's not fair now. See, again, I'll always say, asterisk, my default answer is yes. But it's like I have moved past that. My default answer is yes because I'm a Yoruba woman. But I'm like, me now is like, why? In the end, right, if I actually truly love a person and I want the best for them, why is he saving up, say, let's say house rent is 1.2. Every month he's saving 100k from his salary, which is almost 33%. And me, I'm just there existing. Me with my 1M. I'm just there. It's not fair now. Like if you actually love somebody, then you should care about them.
But then there are some men that do not necessarily would not accept for a woman to
Bring more money.
No. Apart from bring more money in, to be financially responsible for things. Number one, number two, bring more money in because it might.
It's
Because
not even
their ego,
it's,
it won't make them feel like a man.
There's
Society.
a word. You know the word, but I can't remember the word.
Yeah.
Anyway, you people tell us the word in the comment section below. Then that one is tricky, because see, I'm always going to come from a point of view if I genuinely love you. I know that you struggle with this, like if I say if I'm doing too much, so to speak, if I'm doing okay, I want to change car, I want to buy a house, it's going to make you feel some type of way. And I truly love you. Maybe I don't know you like that, because me now, I'm not following a man like that. Oh, the man stress me. I want to live my life. Man, I'm not going to stress you. I'm not going to do shit behind your back. You don't feel like the man will go out bills on you, baby. But I'll probably do stuff in the house. Like maybe you can just come one day.
Change up stuff.
I've painted the house because I feel like the paint is not. And I never tell you like the real price. But again, personally, I don't want that kind of relationship for myself. Like, why can't it be open? If you are broke, no wahala, I got you. If I'm broke, I expect that you should get me too. Right? Like, life shouldn't be hard.
Okay. And you know how you mentioned that if a man earns, or at least earns significantly higher than the woman,
Yeah.
he has the power and the say financially.
And I think I need to correct that. That's
Financially,
not
what then
what I
happens?
was saying. No. What I was saying is that, like, you as a woman, you're not working at all. You don't have any income. It's different if
But what then happens if
somebody earns more.
it's the other way around? The woman earns more, or even earns and the man doesn't earn.
It's not me if you ask that question, because I cannot follow a man like that. I don't understand what you mean. That's rather, sir, go and walk and come back to toast me. Because what are we doing here? We are joking. What is to do?
Okay,
Sakpalo.
I want to ask you a situation where, I mean, you've already said it, because I'm going to say a situation where a woman doesn't work, you would advise her to work also.
Yes, because what are you doing with your life? See, again, if you come from a point of view of anything can happen, like even in our short lifespan, like things have happened to us, right?
Yeah.
Like surgery, accidents. My daddy has broken his hip. Like things can actually just happen to you at any time because you're alive. What happens then when, and in this life, anything, most of your problems you can solve with money. What happens when, okay, the money finishes and then you don't have work, you don't have money? Like, I don't know, that's not a way to live. Prepare. Think of it as the emergency fund if you have to condition your mind like that. Right?
There's something I want to ask, but I don't know how to phrase it.
First anyhow, we took it. Just say it anyhow.
Okay, so a woman earns more than a man.
Yeah.
The man is earning, but the woman earns more than. Do you think society has a play to how both of them would feel?
Yes, so it's going to be giving sugar mommy and sugar baby.
No, but sugar mommy and sugar baby is cute.
Yeah, it's going to be giving, but boy, woman lonely. It's going to be giving toy boy. That's how society will look at it.
I'm even talking about to them. Do you think the man?
See, again, it's that conditioning thing. Naturally, men have been conditioned to be protectors and providers. When you naga fall in love with Otedo's daughter, now you fuck up. Don't stress me about how it makes you feel.
And you don't have.
I don't have enough.
Money,
yeah. Like obviously you're going to feel some type of way because you have been conditioned to have more money, provide for her, take care of her, protect her from danger. But like it's reconditioning your mind. Life is not hard. As long as she's not making you feel less of yourself, right? I mean, she should make you feel less of yourself. As long as she doesn't make you feel some type of way, like she actually sees who you are and values you, and there is no mago in your relationship.
But do you really think that relationships like that exist?
Yes. They might
They
not say it now because
asking,
nobody wants like everybody to put eyes on them.
No, I'm saying relationships where the woman earns more than the man.
Yes, now.
And the man is
Okay.
especially in this day, like in Nigeria, let's even streamline.
And the man is like
and
fine
the man
with
is
it.
fine with it.
What will he do if he's not fine with it? I don't understand. One is taking care of you, you are not happy. I don't know. I'm stressing out here. I feel like, see, again, everything has happened under the sun, right? So I believe that there are men that are fine with it, and there are men that would never take it just because of the way they have been brought up, or they have too much ego or whatever. But again, I don't do life is not hard. Find who sees you. Find who sees you. I've dated broke men too now. It's not the first time. Like, I've dated men that actually do not have any money. But
not have any money, but were they working?
They were working. My yardstick for measurements is, do you have potential? Like, you might not have money now, but can I picture you or perceive
you
as
serious about
somebody that can build wealth? Because that's the thing. In the end, everybody's going to have highs and lows. The fact that you have money today doesn't mean that cannot crash tomorrow.
Exactly.
Right? So if, let's say, I met you here, but I can see the potential, I can be with you. I will take you on my love.
Well, you know that. Okay. I have a story.
Yeah.
From how a woman, I think everybody probably, it's a generic story.
But say it anyway.
The guy was broke.
Yeah.
He had potential.
Yeah.
The woman was working, had a bit more, like a lot more money than he
Mm-hmm.
did. Took care of him, yada yada, bought like his clothes, took care of him, cooked, like provided. And then, you know, he eventually got his high.
I thought you were going to say the other one, but carry on, yeah. He eventually got
his high point and then started misbehaving.
Yeah.
Because it happens a lot.
You want to be misbehaving? Well, fuck you.
No, sometimes you don't even have a choice.
I will ruin your career. See, one thing people don't know about me is I'm very vindictive and I'm very vengeful. I have vengeance in my blood.
Don't let you know vengeance. The way you're saying vengeance, like you know the extent to which you can.
Of course, there's caveats. I wouldn't do like I won't. Almost it takes as if you want to don't stress me. Carry on. I cannot be shalaye who I am to you people. But like, I won't let it go. I'm not a kind of person that lets things go. I'm sorry. That's who I am. I am working on it. But like, I cannot have been with you when you were in your lowest of lows, and I rode with you. I sorted your bills. I fed you. I clothed you. I whatever. We are now in our kini. You're now doing sugar daddy up and down Lagos.
Yeah.
Now fuck you.
How? Are you going to beat him up?
I don't know how.
Are you going to take his money?
I don't know how. I'll figure it out in the moment. I swear.
But
I can literally
get
get 5 people to hack your account and take all your money. You will suffer back. Are you mad? Anyway, please, anything I say on this thing, please don't use it against me in the court of law. It is banter.
They will bring this episode
banter
back.
is in the name of our podcast. Never cover me. But again, shit happens. I'm too type. I can be two things. I can be very vengeful and I can just give up. So it could go either way. I can do the mash where the shake.
What if you have someone in the comments? I mean, someone watching this video going through something similar. What would you say that they should do?
I cannot advise you. Figure it out. Who you are is who you are. I cannot go advise you to be vengeful. Please. I don't used to give negative advice. Do what is on your chest. If you want to be vengeful, carry on, girl, I'm behind you. If you want to pack up and leave, carry on, girl, I'm behind you. If you want to steal all his money, I would not say I am behind you on camera, but I think you understand what I'm trying to say. Alright? So, in a situation where you are with this person when they were broke, you rode with them, you sorted their bills, you took care of them, and then they now blow. They don't even blow yet. Like, I don't know, there's this movie. Anyway, you now get to a point where, you know, everybody has a threshold. Like, you get to a point where, especially somebody like
where
you don't want just like, I don't have energy to be riding with you again.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
You can never make it. I don't see a future where
the potential I saw was wrong.
Yeah, the potential I saw, it has died in my eyes, right?
Yeah.
And then you give up. And then the person now takes that whole energy and goes to go and like push and then makes it. How do you deal with that? Especially when you were like you actually loved this person. It was not like just one of these random men. Or one of these men that you saw yourself ending up with too, but you just give up. Like in the end, like, I'm tired. I also want to live the good baby girl life, right? How do you handle that?
At the end of the day, you gave up.
So how do you handle that? If you were in
move
the
on.
position.
You move on. I mean, at the end of you, some people will say that you have a right to what he has.
You don't have a right
because exactly you don't have a right. That's entitlement.
Yeah.
But like,
to pay you, Sha.
it will pay. Of
Ah,
course,
over
you pay
there.
anybody. You pay anybody. It's just
I
like,
don't care. Use me for a grass to grace story. You'll be okay. Say that there's this girl I was dating and she whatever, she left me and I was like, I say it. Now we're okay.
well, yeah.
And the boy, so that's a campaign. No, it can actually pay, but you'll be fine. Life is not that. That's
you
what that's
find
your
this thing that is not a potential.
so that men will not be using you to do grass to grace story. Have your own money. So I used to you say I'm sure I'm in grace too. Nobody. If you are in grace, I'm in grace. Nobody's in grass here. I think today's episode was really nice, Sha. But
Yeah,
I
it was nice.
feel like obviously we are two girls here. I feel like guys will have their own perspective. Like okay, the whole finances thing, the whole gender roles thing,
What
the
they
whole
actually think.
funny, random, what's it called? Lord, what's the word? Like those examples we gave of if you're rich and if you're
Yeah,
broke or whatever.
yeah.
I'll hear from a guy's perspective. So hopefully we'll do this episode again and
Yes,
we'll have
a new guest. Yeah.
I don't even know when we'll have it to. Next 3 months, next 4 months, but we intend to have it again.
Yeah.
If you guys had any questions about the episode or any things that struck you, put in the comment section. We'll try to answer.
Have anything else to
If
add?
you have any experiences,
yes, please.
relating to this, either it's gender roles, breaking out of the norm, figuring out finances in your relationships, relationship dynamics, just every random thing that we touched on today. If you have any experience and the story is sweet, please send us a DM. We would like to share with the rest of the audience.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, it would definitely be anonymous.
If you want it anonymous, we don't used to open people's pants on this podcast.
No.
It says our own. Yeah. But yeah, that's all just to the ending.
Okay, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and follow us across all our platforms. So that's Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Apple Podcast, Spotify, and the rest of it.
Yeah, it was a lovely episode. See you guys
In
next
the
2
one.
weeks. Now make sure you check out our Instagram for except.
Yes, except on Instagram for like coming episodes.
Oh, and by the way, if you guys have, because you know we were saying we wanted a male perspective, right? If you have any guys that you think has experience in this and you feel like they will be nice vibes, like they match our energy for the podcast, right?
Yeah.
You can send them, like they can DM us and we'll see if we want to invite them over to the podcast.
Yeah.
Bye guys.
One last thing. Let us know what the best, the worst, and the wildest thing that happened to you this week was. Put in the comments so that we
Make it
can.
sweet too. One gbeborun.
Yes.
So
Want to read
every day
it.
that we
Want
give
to talk about it.
to
Exactly.
everyone.
You want to read your wildest in the
Alright.
the starting of the next episode.
Alright guys. Bye.